I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, really bleeding. I'll never back down.
And welcome. It's that MATT, and we're back for a special Wrestle Talk Wednesday, Tuesday, TikTok, whatever edition of Beyond the Mat. Friday, it's our WrestleMania. It's the day before WrestleMania, and we will be giving our predictions and what we feel like the show's going to look like. So, yeah. With me, as always, is my bro Ski, HugePop at the bottom. And the Jim Cornette of TikTok himself is with us this week. Cody Cornette. What's going on, guys?
Not much, man. Not much. How you guys doing?
I'm good.
Make sure you drink that water, fellas. It'll be a long day.
It's
Drink that water.
gonna be a long day.
Now we are WrestleMania emanating from Philadelphia at Lincoln Financial Field. Special start time of 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. 5 o'clock is the pre-show. A lot of wrestling to be had this weekend. Starting tonight with Friday Night SmackDown, heading into the Hall of Fame afterwards. Then we have Stand and Deliver tomorrow afternoon, and then we have just an absolute star-studded show after that. So there's a lot of wrestling going on. And I'm super excited for what's going to happen this weekend.
Absolutely. I got one question, though. Isn't that outdoors?
Yeah.
In Philly?
Yeah.
Or it's going to be balls cold?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just asking.
Well, it stopped raining yesterday,
Okay.
this morning, from what I've understood, and it's supposed to be dry at least.
Okay.
I
was like, man, if that's outside, it's Philadelphia, it's cold, and it's raining. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So.
One thing non-WrestleMania related, last night was a show that I wish I would have known about, because I probably would have tried streaming it somewhere. But it was GCW put on a show last night, and it had at least two people from every promotion in the U.S. there.
Really?
AEW included. So we had every single promotion every major promotion in North America was there.
Dang.
I think that's pretty cool, and it's a step forward in the right direction, I think.
That is cool.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Charlie Dempsey showing up. I don't think anyone had that on their bingo card, but that was kind of cool.
Oh yeah. No one had that in the bingo card at all.
And again, today isn't a one-time thing, but Scott, I have a question for you.
Sure.
Oh God.
Do you believe?
Mm-hmm. I believe.
I'm asking. Do you believe?
I believe. Yeah. Why?
For being a part of this.
In Joe Hendry?
And who? I don't believe.
Oh my
I
God.
believe in Joe Hendry.
Nope. Not believer.
Wow, I'm gonna start eating alphabet cookies now.
No. So night one.
Joe Henry. No, it's not. What's Joe Henry? Who's Joe Henry?
Joe Hendry is one of. Can you find a Joe Henry that AJ Francis clip, please?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick.
Okay. So Joe Hendry is from TNA Wrestling. He's been all over the world, actually. He's a Scottish wrestler who is a genius when it comes to the promos, and is very good in ring work too. And
There's a backstage segment I gotta find.
Yeah. And it's like it's like 35 seconds.
Not even. In fact, it's not on YouTube. It's like upsetting.
Hold on. Let me
See, whoever's watching this, these two boys up above me, they want to. I mean, I'm not as. I'll acknowledge the fact that I'm not as knowledgeable in remembering Joe Hendry, for instance, like they do, and they like to crack jokes about my inability to wrestling stuff. I'm more of an opinionated person, and I'll give you my opinions, and my opinions, I can guarantee you, are a lot different than theirs.
I'm not trying to, hinder you there.
we're not trying to hinder gender.
Well, it's all friendly, isn't it?
Oh, it's
Yeah,
always all friendly.
It's always all friendly until we fighty.
Right.
Yeah. Screw it, can't find it, but
Okay, hold on. I will send it to you via something. Hold on, let me find. So I just sent it to Mannix yesterday.
right.
Nope, that's not the one.
I do know that I am part of the bloodline, so that's good.
And by default, that makes me part of the bloodline, which is kind of a.
I will tell you this: a little bit of a sneak peek for next Tuesday, I believe.
Yep.
I have a guest already lined up for that day in the afternoon. Chico Adams, who will be facing Bobby Fish.
Oh, wow.
At the WXW final battle on the Saturday the 13th. So.
I'm working on it. I have it.
Did you send it to me through text or through
Facebook? I'll send it through Facebook.
See, guys, this is what
my friend just texted me. I didn't know you took off today. Thanks for watching, Adam. Much appreciated, buddy.
He wants to be friendly with the.
Oh, he's always friendly. He's my buddy.
There we go. I just sent it through, Cody. So, yes,
Okay.
Phil. Yes, we are referencing Joe Hendry. And
yeah. Okay. I'm gonna make a TikTok video saying, "Who the hell is Joe Hendry?" That's all.
Also, just FYI, we are also on TikTok, so we got to try to be somewhat on a behavior basis.
Everybody knows that I don't know who Joe Hendry is. Hey guys,
what's up, guys? So, and if you're out there watching TikTok, come on over to Twitch and YouTube and throw us a subscribe or a follow. Be greatly appreciated.
Right.
We love you all. We are a hello friends, and you are our friends. This is AFFW, all friendly wrestling, and
okay.
So while Cody's working on getting that the Joe Hendry clip that I watch at nauseum because I think the shit's hilarious.
Right.
We night one, and this is not in the order that they're going to be in. This is kind of an order of what I thought the importance is.
Okay.
And I don't want to say importance. It's like I think.
I think you have it the same way the WWE has it. If you want to go from bottom up.
Yeah. Well, number one, the first match of the night in that first match of this episode that we're going to talk about is the 6-person tag team with Belair, Cargill, and Naomi against Damage Control. I just feel like that's the one that if I was booking the show, that's the one that I would put out first.
Right.
So what's your guys' thoughts on that match in general? Like,
Want me to go first, Cody?
Yeah, go right ahead.
I love this match. I think it's going to be entertaining. I love seeing Jade Cargill finally be doing some in-ring stuff other than last Friday night where she just knocked the shit out of whoever she did that to. I'm glad that she's been on the roster now and doing stuff. There's just no way Damage Control can beat Belair and Cargill and Naomi. There's just no way. I think it's gonna be a squash match. I think it's gonna be not. I don't know. They're gonna showcase all the talents of the three on the Cargills and Naomi and Belair for sure to get them over. And I think that's the right thing to do.
To me, like, it's 6 women who are really, like, they're very talented, and I understand why they threw this match together at the very last second. I get why, kind of, but it had zero build. It had zero build, and there's no story there to be told. So I hope that those 6 ladies can make a statement and tell a story in the allotted time. I mean, it doesn't excite me. That's why we're talking about it first.
Whose phone is ringing?
It's my work phone.
Oh, okay. I just hear like a ring in the back of the. I wanted to make sure I wasn't going crazy.
No, I just don't. I don't think that match has any story behind it. It just doesn't. It doesn't tickle my fancy, if you will.
Of course,
Like,
it has no story behind it. It was just made last Friday.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no build, and I think that's why I'm like not invested in it. So if I miss that match, if that goes on first, and my Peacock just happens to be glitching, it's not going to be the end of the world for me.
I don't think this is going on first. And this is going to piss everybody off. I believe this is going to be the semi-main event. This is going to be the piss break match before Cody, Seth, Rock, and Roman.
Might be.
And that's going to piss off a lot of fans. But you know damn well they're going to put this undeniable, forgettable match before the main event.
Now, that makes sense, Cody, seriously. I think they would need a match like this before the main event. And I think they need a big ass match to start night one. So I kind of agree with you that it would be smart to put this before the main event because of how unimportant it is.
And again, we're not trying to say that as in like this is a women's match. We're saying that this is unimportant as in it was made last Friday at the end of SmackDown and tweeted out Saturday morning, hey, Saturday, we're going to have a 6-women tag.
Absolutely, because it's not that it's not important because you got 6 phenomenal women.
Oh, agreed.
Oh, they're all amazing athletes. There's no question about that. It's just there's no build to this match, and it feels sloppy. It feels like sloppy booking. It's sloppy.
I wouldn't say
holy
sloppy.
Shit,
I'd say very last minute.
We have 6 matches for each night now. We need to put something else up.
Yeah, not unnecessary, but no build for what? And it's all it is to get Jade Cargill on that in the Mania.
Well, I think this is just me. I think Jade Cargill turns on Belair.
Really? At the end?
Really? Right at WrestleMania, like her first match, actual match, not the Rumble.
Why not?
I would like that idea, Matt. I would like that idea, Matt, but after the match is over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. After the match, they're all friendly in the middle of the ring, and then Jade wants to go fighty for another.
Cody can present that shirt to her, and she lays out Belair, and we're done.
I mean, to be fair, if Jade Cargill laid me out, I wouldn't complain.
But I do agree that it's not built up enough. That'd be my only concern about this match.
Yeah.
So I am going to go with the faces winning this one. I think that Jade, Bianca, and Naomi win. That's my pick.
It's got to be the faces. There's no way Damage
Yeah.
Control wins this.
No, not at all.
So now thoughts, not predictions. We're going to go thoughts on these first. LWO versus Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio. Thoughts.
Again, same thing. Made last Friday. I think it's because people were on social media saying, how is Dominic Mysterio one of the, if not the top heel in the company on the fucking card?
Right. And I agree with that, Cody. My thought was, and that, when I was watching that Friday Night SmackDown, and out comes Dom, I'm like, this is just thrown together. He's part of this. That makes absolutely no sense. But oh, by the way, let's put Rey Mysterio against this again, and no build up. That's my thoughts.
I think Santos, the week before, Dom helped Santos win. Right? So Santos asked him to come out as a thank you. So basically, that's why Dom was out there.
Well, I get that. It's like, but with Monday Night Raw, that's what really screwed me up. Like the Monday night after, like the go home Raw.
Yeah. And I will say this, I think this is one where this is gonna be the first match that you'll see outsider interference.
Depending on the card, where it sits at the card, maybe.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the first outside interference, and again, it's just a thrown together match. It's not. It feels rushed. That's why,
because again, it's Dominic Mysterio, the top heel of the company. If he's not, he's definitely in the top 3. But he's not on Mania. What the fuck are we doing?
Right. I agree. He should be on Mania somehow. So I don't have a problem with this match. I just think it was rushed, and I don't know. And
I would have rather seen a hair versus mask match. Honestly, bring some lucha tradition into this.
Right. And I think you're right. Go ahead, Matt. Sorry.
To me, just like most of the card in general, like the mid card stuff that we're seeing, not the mid card, but the
lower card.
Yeah, the lower card. The undercard. That's referred to the boxing world, the undercard, before the main event. All those just seem like they're awkward like there's parts of it that are just awkward and just doesn't feel right. And I think it's because they're focused so much on Roman Cody and the bloodline stories, then they really didn't throw the attention at the rest of the card. Like it's built. You have the centerpiece, and they're building around it, and then they start plug and playing, and it's like, goddamn, well, what do we do from here?
Well, okay, can I answer your question with a question? Is Rock Roman Cody Seth, or at least Roman Cody, big enough to just, like you said, centerpiece it and then work around it?
I think it is.
Okay. I do too. I just didn't know how you were, Scott. How do you feel about that?
I think Roman Cody are, yeah. I don't know. The tag team match at the end of the night. I don't know.
Okay. So here's a question for both of you guys. What if they start off the night with that match instead of holding it at the main event?
What? Fucking Rock Roman Seth Cody?
Yeah.
If they do that, Rock's leaving the board.
No, like what if they do that? Like put
If
it
they
on
do that,
first.
that'd be the dumbest thing ever.
I mean, not really, because you still have Rhea, Becky, and Gunther.
That's
Sammy.
not my opinion. Not main event worthy.
And I'm going. I'm gonna. I would rather see. What the two ones you mentioned? Rhea,
Becky, Gunther, Sammy,
I think,
or even Jay versus Jimmy. Why not throw that on last?
I think those three matches that you just listed, I could see one of those three matches being the main event. Now, don't get me wrong. I think the Cody, Seth, Roman, Seth. I think that match has volume, but I believe that the main event for the women's and Gunther. I think Gunther deserves a main event. To be honest with you, that's just my opinion. This is my opinion.
I don't see anything bigger than Roman, Rock, Seth, Cody.
But like Matt said, I think it's bigger because like Matt said, I think WWE is so fixated on this Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, this Rock issue that you have to make it the main event. So, but I think they miss like these matches that they're filling in with. I think it's missed not on purpose, but because they're so fixated on the boss.
Well, yeah, and I get that, but it's like this match in particular. This match should have been built as Dragon Lee's ascension to fill Rey Mysterio's shoes.
Yes.
It's not. They didn't build it that way at all. They just said, the newest member of the LWO, Dragon Lee. What?
What?
Like, why? You didn't have to add another member to that stable. And at this point, it's just going to be Dragon Lee by himself because I feel like the LWO is going to be led by Dominic Mysterio by the end of the night. I feel like anybody that is in the LWO that isn't Serena Vega or Dragon Lee is either going to disband from the group or join Dominic's group, and that will become the new LWO.
I think the one person I think there's only going to be one person that leaves LWO, and it's going to be Carlito.
Right.
I think Carlito will definitely he'll screw over Ray and Dragon Lee and join Dom and Santos. I firmly believe it. After that look he gave Ray when he didn't choose him, he basically shot him that look like I spit in the face of people who are cool.
Exactly.
And he's gonna spit in their face and be like, you know what, fuck you, I'm done.
Exactly.
So when that case, prediction time, I'm going heels. I'm going Dirty Diamond Santos Escobar.
Never again. Heels, definitely. Heels for the win.
I would say heels for the win because of Carlito.
Next up on the docket, we have the six-pack ladder match, which we have rumors. Nothing but rumors, that A-Town Down Under is being pulled from that match, which
What are they going to do, an injury angle tonight?
That's what I'm saying. Like there's rumors that they're going to pull him and add somebody, but if they did that, I think that's a big miss.
If you pull anybody, it needs to be New Catch Republic. My opinion.
The team, there's two teams that need to win, and I guess we can just roll right into the prediction portion of this one because there's a lot to unpack in here. I think there's going to be.
Do you want to explain the rules for people that haven't been watching Raw?
Oh, yes. The rules are both sets of belts have to be retained. They both have to be brought down. Now, that being said, I think the Awesome Truth, I think our Truth gets at the top of the ladder grabs the Raw titles, gets down, and hugs the Miz, be like, "We did it! We won!
I think everyone's predicting it, honestly.
And Miz is like, "No, you idiot! We have to get both of them." And while he's doing that, New Catch Republic, A-Town Down Under, or whomever else they want to throw up there, DIY even, they climb up, grab the SmackDown titles, and they're headed off to SmackDown. And you split up the titles that way.
Okay, so now that's the question. As I'm looking at the screen right here, I count 4 Raw tag teams, 2 SmackDown tag teams.
Remember, the draft is coming up.
Draft is what? 2 weeks after, either the week after or 2 weeks after Mania, and then doesn't go into effect until after Backlash, which I think is a tremendous way to. Because again, if the brand split is legit and it happens from now till Royal Rumble, which I'm fine with, because once WrestleMania season happens, everybody should be vying for a spot, trying to be on each show, whatever. But then when the draft happens, and then after Backlash, it's effective. And it stays effective. I like the way Triple H has been booking the brand split. But my thing is, who do you... If it's not A-Town Down or New Catch Republic that gets the SmackDown titles, who do you give the SmackDown titles to?
I mean, I think you could, since we're oversaturated over on Raw, I could see DIY winning and going over to SmackDown. I
don't hate that.
I think they could go over there and make a lot. They could have great matches with Pretty Deadly. I think they'd have great matches with New Catch Republic. I think they'd have great matches with A-Town Down Under.
Mm-hmm. Also, AOP's on SmackDown.
Yeah.
So, and they've had great matches with them in the past in NXT. So that's already proven true.
So I think DIY. If it's not New Catch, I want DIY to win on the SmackDown side.
Has anybody seen FTR on AEW lately?
No.
That thought just popped into my head.
Everyone's overlooking them because everyone's talking about Motor City Machine Guns. Phil said just on Collision.
They were just on Collision? Okay. I just want to say, because it's like I don't remember seeing them in the last couple weeks. So if they're not on TV, maybe they secretly got released.
Well, they're under a 4-year contract as of April 12th of last year. So.
Right.
But yeah, those are my two. That's my pick. Is Awesome Truth and DIY, or Awesome Truth and New Catch.
So I think I can speak for Scott on this. I think we all agree that Awesome Truth is going to win the Raw tag titles.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I think if the guys that you say are going to be pulled from the match,
which I hope they're not.
I think if they're replacements, whoever they are, I think that you'll see them grab the SmackDown titles. I do like the idea of how to get rid of the combined. I like the idea of both titles being up there. That's what. Yeah. So I think, of course, our Truth and Miz, they'll win on the Raw side. But I do like A-Town Down if they're not pulled. And I said I like Austin Theory. I used to hate the guy, but I think Austin Theory and his tag, they're good. I mean, they're phenomenal. Waller, but if they get pulled, it's going to be the group that they put them in. And whether it's the Hardys or whoever it is, unfortunately.
Oh.
Matt, I'm going to give you 10 minutes. Take your rant.
Unfortunately, I'm just thinking about how I've seen WWE do this.
Oh,
they pull a team that shouldn't be pulled.
Agreed.
They insert a team, and then they want to showcase this team.
Agreed.
So, whether it be the Hardys, whether it be whatever, that team's going to pull those SmackDown titles out.
Okay. I hope A-Town Down doesn't get replaced.
Same.
I agree with Scott. If they do, it will be the team that replaces them that takes the SmackDown tag titles down. Awesome Truth is winning the Raw tag titles and feuding with Judgment Day in the Backlash. Honestly, I can see the New Day winning the SmackDown tag titles. I can see DIY winning the SmackDown tag titles. New Catch Republic. I hope they don't. They're still a fresh team, and they still haven't won me over. Hell, Judgment Day on SmackDown. The whole Judgment Day crew put it on SmackDown. I don't care. Anybody but Awesome Truth is going to win those SmackDown tag titles. I could see it. I don't have a real prediction. My heart says A-Town Down Under, but my head is saying New Day or DIY.
Yeah. Now, if we're concentrating on like people that are outside of the company, right? We're like, oh well, so and so, the Machine Guns, the Hardy Boys.
Mm-hmm.
What happens? What happens if it's Pretty Deadly?
I'll laugh my ass off because I want them to be tag champions in a heartbeat.
I wouldn't mind it. Yas, boys.
If you like watching guys in halter tops.
Okay, look, I heard your comment the other night about the halter top thing. I don't know what your problem is with two Swedish dudes fucking being fashionable and just having the time of their lives wrestling their hearts out and being phenomenal tag team wrestling.
I'm not saying they're not phenomenal. They're great. Absolutely good wrestlers. 100%. I just can't get past the fishnet halter tops. I mean...
Okay, what about the emo days of the Hardy Boys when they were in nothing but fishnets and they took it off and it was like, why'd you take off see-through? Like, it made no sense.
I'm just
then
not a fan.
You wouldn't appreciate Dalton Castle either, I guess.
Dalton Castle is a Rochester native, and I fucking love him.
If you don't know Dalton Castle, Scott, Google him, and you will understand why I say you won't like him.
Former Ring of Honor champion, former six-man Ring of Honor champion, former tag Ring of Honor champion.
I'm just saying about how he dressed. I'm just saying how he dresses.
Oh, he dresses so goddamn flamboyant. It puts John Lennon and fucking who's the one that sang in The Lion King? Elton John to shame.
Yeah.
How about Adrian Adonis? Does that put him to shame?
Yes.
He makes Adrian Adonis look straight.
Wow. All right. I mean, you know,
I'm going to get canceled after the day.
I don't care. Next match.
Well, no, but and go back to the what we were saying about the match card. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the leadoff match.
I don't think this is the leadoff match. I think this is going to be in the middle of the card.
Well, I'm just saying that because in past Manias, the ladder matches have led off the turn, except for when the Hardy Boys came back again. The Money in the Bank ladder match is always led off. I just think that this would be a way to have a lot of eyes super early on that.
This is going to be a phenomenal match. Absolutely.
Oh, it's going to be a good match regardless.
So next up in the order,
I agree with Phil. This could be a show stealer. This match could be a show stealer.
I think the next one we'll talk about is the brother versus brother. It happens every 15 years. It is Jimmy versus Jay. It is what we've been wanting for I don't know how long.
Probably as long as they've been on TV.
We've wanted this for the last 12 years they've been wrestling.
They've been on TV since 2011, 2012.
Yeah, so
maybe sooner.
We're talking good 13 years we've been watching these kids, these gentlemen grow up in front of our eyes, you know. And these two boys will tell a fucking phenomenal story.
Oh yeah.
I am excited for this match. Like, this has me more amped than most of the stuff on the card.
Do we see interference on this match?
I don't think we do.
You don't think Solo or a Jacob or a Zula or, lack of a better fucking wrestler, Tama Tonga, interfere in this match?
Cody, this is your warning.
What I see is there interference? No.
Before we get fighty.
What I see is somebody coming to the ring, standing there, a distraction of some sort. I don't think they'll get involved, but I think you'll see other people down there for sure.
Do you think Rikishi makes an appearance?
I
think he's at ringside for the whole thing.
And
I would love for him to be ringside for the whole thing.
Yeah, because I think at the end is where my prediction comes. I think at the end, he's going to play a crucial part in my prediction.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you.
Phil, go watch a Wrestle Talk video that explains the Samoan dynasty. It's technically a thing.
Thank you, Philip. I appreciate you, sir. Tama Tonga is not part of the bloodline. He's Tongan, not Samoan.
It doesn't matter if you're adopted into the family.
Yes, it does. Okay. Now listen, if you watch Jimmy Fallon, apparently Hulk Hogan's part of the fucking bloodline too.
Exactly. He's tan enough. It works.
How do we get part of the bloodline? If you're going to say, wait.
So during Jimmy Fallon had Rock and Roman on there, and they showed a picture. Of Rocky Johnson. No, yeah. Had Rocky Johnson and Hulk Hogan holding Roman Reigns
with a bowl haircut.
And Roman said for the longest time, I thought he was my uncle. No, motherfucker! He is not! Absolutely not!
Oh, man, he got fighty.
So, if you say Tonga is not part of the bloodline, then we're not part of the bloodline either, because we're white as ghosts, and we're nowhere near close.
But the thing is...
I don't have time for this, man. Let's go on to the fucking predictions.
You started it!
Oh, I'm just sitting behind you, winding the key. That's all I'm doing.
Jimmy wins because he needs it more. And that's all I'm going to say. And if you think Tama Tonga is part of the fucking bloodline, we will fighty.
Oh, I'm making another shit.
Team No Yeet.
Oh, God.
So, while you're crying your eyes out, Cody.
I'm not fucking crying. I'm fucking pissed because we're talking fucking asinine comments right now.
Oh, I'm gonna piss myself.
I'm glad. I hope you do. You sick bastard.
Anyway.
You make my head hurt.
Anyway.
Oh, son of a bitch. Oh.
Let's get back to being friendly. Okay. Somebody clip that moment, please. Yes, do that, please.
I can give a fuck less.
Anyway, my prediction is no Yeet. Yes, I agree with you, Matt. He needs it more. Jay can be on his own without a win. He's over like, whatever. He's over like Tama Tonga. But no Yeet will win, and I will tell you this, and yes, Rikishi will be there, because after Jimmy lays his brother out, they'll hug in the middle. Rikishi will get up, come in the ring, say, thank you, guys. Let's bring it together, because they are going to be together in night 1 at the end and night 2. No Yeet win.
And after they hug, They're going to throw glasses on and do.
Yep. Exactly.
I would hate that.
That's what's going to happen.
I hope they do that. And I hope they do that just to know that you're having a fucking aneurysm. Because you will fucking get livid over that shit. And that makes me happy.
We're so passionate about this. No yeet.
Fucking God, sugarcoated white.
No!
Goddamn.
Fucking Tamatonga. That's what started this whole thing. I was happy. I was good. And you gotta bring Tamatonga being the fucking person.
I said it once, and you go off on me like I'm Anne Frank, you German Nazi. Jesus Christ.
The difference is I will end you this time.
What do you mean that was the difference? She ended too. I don't know how the hell she was able to polish a book.
I will not miss. I will not miss.
I'm gonna fucking piss myself. Oh. Whew. I'm gonna bring up a brand new reference for tag teams. Everybody says there's a Sean and a Marty. I believe Jimmy and Jay is going to be the Booker T, Stevie Ray of our generation. Jimmy can host Bloodline B Team while Jay's getting the World Heavyweight title. I think Jay is going to get the win. I think Jay will go on and do a huge singles run and just be fine with it. I truly do think that Jimmy Uso is the Stevie Ray of his team. And he can host Bloodline B Team with his younger brothers or cousins or whatever the hell they are, Jacob and Zula Fatu. Wow. What? What? What'd you do? What'd you do?
Nothing.
Liar. Anyways. But yeah,
You might want to check your TikTok.
I'm looking at it right now. I don't see anything.
There's a comment at the bottom.
Comment never moved. But yeah. I think Jay's gonna be a world heavyweight champion after this match, honestly. Next match, Matt.
Next up we have Sammy taking on Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. I think this is going to be the first of multiple matches that we're going to see surprise winners.
You think Sammy's going to win?
Yes.
Good, so do I.
I want Sammy to win. But I'm not sure if they're ready to take the title off Gunther yet. I can't. I'd rather have Jimmy win or Sammy win for sure. And I think his heart will make him win. So I'm going to pick Sami Zayn because he has the heart to win.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I pick him.
Now, I've thought that this should have been Chad Gable instead of Sammy. I think that would have been better. That would have been a better Rocky story. It would be.
I was going to reference it. Yeah.
It would have been the underdog American versus the big badass German instead of Russian. But with Sammy beating him, we'll set up something further down the road with Gunther when they go to Bash at Berlin, and he takes on somebody for the WWF Championship.
I think it's going to be sooner.
I think it needs to be at Bash in Berlin. I think because they did it. It's going to be at Bash at Berlin simply because that's what they did to Drew McIntyre. They made him wait until Clash at the Castle.
Right. Well, with Clash of the Castle being at Glasgow, Scotland, you have the hometown boy, Drew McIntyre, going in as champion, most likely. Why not also have either this rematch or have Gunther beat Cody for the title and then have him go in as Bash of Berlin as champion?
I mean,
he still has a huge Gunther and McIntyre have the Bret Hart fan base, where in America they're booed and hated, where everywhere else across the world they are beloved.
I don't think that McIntyre is booed and hated. I don't think he's hated. I think there's I think he has a really massive fan base here in the States. I really do.
Well, he reminds me of Bret 97, where it was the whole, when we were going back and forth through Canada and the US and having like Bret being cheered as a heel, but he was, it's the hometown boy. And everywhere else they went, in UK and Europe and everywhere else, they were loving Bret Hart. But when he came into the States, it was boo Bret Hart. And Drew McIntyre is, what's the word I'm looking for here? Presented as a heel, just like Gunther. And they do, most people boo McIntyre. We, like people in the hardcore fan base, probably love what he's doing on social media.
Oh, that's amazing.
Right. But he's still, he's presented as a heel with that beloved across everywhere else. I think Gunther's the same way. So if you have him win the WWE Championship at Clash of the Castle and then have him go in as the hometown hero as champion at Bash of Berlin, can't lose.
Then you would have, at that point, would you... Okay, so this is just us spitballing. So, we'll talk about that later because it kind of gives away our picks.
Right, but yeah.
So I'm gonna say Sammy wins, but yeah,
Sammy. Yep.
The way they are presenting him, the way they're presenting Gunther, the way that they're presenting Chad Gable, Sami Zayn.
You think Chad Gable comes down for some odd reason and because he's upset he's not in that?
I wouldn't say that he's upset. I'd say he come down and congratulate Sammy and then kick him in the dick.
You're gonna see Chad Gable in this whole situation.
Yeah, that sets up Backlash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next up, we have Rhea versus Becky. We have Mommy versus Mama.
Now, I'm gonna say this right now. This is opening the show.
I'm
putting my money where my mouth is. This is opening the show.
If they do open the show with this, I'm okay with it.
I think they open the show with this, and then they put Dominic Santos, Dragon Lee, and Ray after this. Personally, that's going to be the piss break match because you put the two matches that don't mean a whole hell of a lot in between important matches.
So you say that Dom's match would be next. Would you have Dom come out with Rhea at that point? Or would you just have Rhea come out by herself?
The way they're portraying this, I think Rhea's coming out by herself because of the fact that she's having a live performance.
Okay. This build has been boiling, has been simmering for months since before Rumble. Even it was like Survivor Series last year that started to really take shape, and this is why. Yeah.
Why do you say Survivor Series?
I'm pretty sure it's Survivor Series, wasn't it?
Were they both in the War Games match?
I'm pretty sure they were both in the War Games.
I think you're right.
Huh.
Uh,
I didn't even put two and two together.
Survivor Series 2023. Let me
Mhm.
double check this. I'm almost positive they were in there.
I swore the women's War Games match was Belair's team versus Damage Control. Was it not?
Yeah, my bad.
Because it was 5 members of Damage Control. And
Yeah, because it was Rhea and Zoe. My bad.
yeah.
But the build though has been since.
I think the build's been since WrestleMania kickoff when they did the whole stupid press conference, the WrestleMania press conference.
No, it was before that because they were talking about who Becky, because Becky's wanted Rhea for a long time,
right?
And to me it was a no brainer when Becky. Yeah, just a no brainer that it was going to be Becky.
I thought it was going to be Becky, but then I really knew it was going to be Becky at the press conference when they had her and Rhea talking to one another, even before Chamber even happened and before qualifiers had even she was the only one qualified for the match. I was like, this is the WrestleMania match. There's no reason for this to be brought up at all at the press conference if this is not the Mania match.
I don't know. It just feels like these two have been that slow build since last year, because it's like they're just not on the right. They were just in different places at the different times.
Yeah,
like it's always been Rhea's doing her championship thing, and Becky's always had a Nia Jax or something along that line to keep her.
Would you say that they were building Becky for Rhea at this point?
I think they were. They were.
Scott, what do you think?
I think I agree that it's been building for a while. My prediction is I have who I want to win, and I have who I think will win. I'd love to see Becky Lynch win. I'm not a Rhea Ripley fan. But she's massive and dominant, and
you're not a Ripley fan?
No.
Why?
She looks awkward as hell. I just don't. I'm not. I'm just not. I've never been impressed with Ripley.
Damn.
Honestly,
that kind of shocks me. I really thought she'd be your cup of tea.
I have breaking news.
About what?
Cody Rhodes just tweeted out, before you hear it anywhere else, my tour bus caught fire last night.
Holy shit.
Everybody is safe and okay. The 2 items I grabbed before I got off will probably pop wrestling fans. Thank you again, Philly Fire Department.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, he just tweeted that out at 12:31. So about 20 minutes ago, he tweeted that out.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
So,
but no, I think I want Becky Lynch to win, but Rhea is a massive, powerful lady, and I think she's going to continue her reign. I'd love to see her and Cargill down the road face off for that title, but honestly, my pick will be Rhea Ripley winning it.
I'm going Rhea wins because it's the only one on night one, only title on night one, potentially the whole weekend that will not switch hands. I think she's the only one that they will continue to push forward as far as being an unstoppable force.
Well, I agree with you on that front, that she's going to win because Becky has said that we're in the last 2 months of her career.
Yeah.
I don't see Becky winning to just relinquish the title or hand it over a month later after a dominant reign to retire. There's a difference between retiring and doing that and having Cody Rhodes win as an ultimate babyface and having chasing again. But yeah, Rhea's going to win this, and I think that she's going to become and break Bianca's record that she set last year as the longest reigning women's champion of the modern era because no one is touching fucking Moolahs. That reign will always be cemented in history as the longest title reign anyone ever had.
That's why I think we'll never see someone beat. We're not going to see anyone beat Roman's modern record, and we're not going to see anyone touch Bruno's because for Roman.
I don't know if
Roman to beat Bruno, he would have to be champ for another 2.5 years.
That's not happening.
It's not an option.
I could see Gunther making a run for that. I can definitely see Gunther making a run for that.
But yeah, so we all safely picked Rhea to win.
Yeah.
Now, we don't talk about Bruno. Yeah, we do, Phil.
Jeez,
we talk about him.
No.
So the main event of night one will more than likely be Bloodline versus Cody and Seth. This one has been building since Vegas, the kickoff show after the Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
It's the story that keeps on giving. It truly is. It is a story that the Bloodline story in general, hell, they have me so invested in it at first that I bought a t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I like the story. I like Roman Reigns. I really do. I'm not someone who is going to sit here and talk about the tribal chief in a horrible fashion. He's the greatest modern day champion of he's the greatest modern day wrestler of this generation. There's no one comparable to him. That being said, I just don't like. It's just getting old at this point because it's to me they built him to be, and I think you said this earlier. He's not the Rock is not the final boss. He's that bonus boss after you beat the final boss in Roman Reigns.
Well, if you ever played Elder Scrolls or what the hell's the other one? Bloodborne. When you think you beat the final boss, you did it. You just beat the final boss's bitch. So,
I mean, to me, but you get what I'm saying. Like, they're building Roman into this unbeatable character, and it's just I don't know it. And the match will be so. I fear that it's going to be a jumbled mess.
It's going to be overbooked like shit, is what you're saying.
Yes, I fear that.
Okay.
Because it just has all that feeling of both teams are going to do what they need to do to win.
Yeah.
And I just think that if there's not a double cross somewhere, that because everyone's anticipating The Rock turning on Roman or Seth turning on Cody. Like, everyone's anticipating something along those lines. I hope, as a fan, that doesn't happen. I hope.
What if Cody turns on Seth?
I mean, why?
Fucking real blindside.
Or maybe Roman's all like, you know what? I've had enough of The Rock's bullshit, talking over me all the goddamn time, treating me like I'm not the tribal chief, even though he acknowledges me, and says, you know what, dude, I'm done. But, you know, it just feels like it's going to get overbooked. It feels like it's just going to be saturated with random fuckery, and I'm just not. I mean, I'm excited to watch it,
right?
But it just feels like it's gonna. It just feels to me like something's gonna happen. The wheels are gonna fall off.
Right, and I understand that, and the thing is that, and at this point I don't really care. I'm gonna give away a spoiler for my prediction on the final match, which we all know is going to be Cody Roman. Say Roman loses, do you continue the bloodline?
Yeah, you can.
So you're saying have Rocky be the final boss, tribal chief? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm okay with that. I mean, I think that you can make it a bigger faction with obviously adding Jacob and Tula because they're free agents.
Well, Jacob still he's got issues with MLW. He's not leaving there for a while.
He said he's a free agent. His contract's up.
I thought he's having issues with, like, he doesn't want to. Is it Zilla's the one that wants to come? Jacob doesn't want to come to the WWE.
I couldn't. I just know that they were both free agents at the moment. I don't know why you wouldn't want to come to the WWE, especially with family.
Maybe he doesn't want to be in the. Maybe he doesn't want to be in the shadow. Because I mean, let's be honest. Roman and Rock do cast tremendous shadows.
Yeah,
they do.
Just like that solar eclipse that's going to happen on Monday.
They should name that Rocky. They should name that solar eclipse Rocky.
Somebody on TikTok says Big Nick, South Florida. Jacob wants to come to WWE, but has problems with his past. Don't know what that means. Everything okay over there, Scott?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just listening, waiting to talk. Okay.
No, I see you typing there, so I just didn't know if you were something.
I was just answering. I just got people in here from YouTube and Twitch, so I just tell them.
Okay, cool.
Subscribe, but
yeah, it says WWE has problems with Jacob's past.
Gotcha. That's what. Yeah.
What's wrong with his past?
He's got legal issues.
Well, so do the Usos. So does Roman. So does Rocky.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know everything there is about Jacob's like legal troubles, but I'm pretty sure his is domestic violence and not having a few drunk driving tickets like the Usos.
I mean, I get that, but
right.
Oh, he's been to prison.
Well, because of abuse, yeah, that probably makes sense.
Well,
so,
I mean, if he's changed and been turned a new leaf, I mean, I can't really, say that he can't. But I mean, like, if they really have, if they know about his past and they see that he's been good, and they're dangling the carrot in front of him, saying, "Hey, we want to make sure that you're good," like they did with Scott Hall and Jake the Snake Roberts and everything. Why not?
Yeah. So
I agree with you, Matt, as far as it being oversaturated with whoever. I think, in my opinion, out of all the matches on the card, day 1 and day 2, to me, it feels so predictable. And I hate that. I hate how predictable this seems to be.
Now, when you say predictable, do you mean like predictable in a sense of like the whole card's predictable, or
no,
just this match?
This match and the main event of night 2.
Okay, so I don't think it's predictable. Why do you think it's predictable?
I think it's predictable because I guess you listen to all the Cody Crybabies, all the Roman Reigns people, all the whatever, the Rock lovers. There's so much you can look at and say, yep, there's no way night 2 is going to be no bloodline rules. It's got to be bloodline rules. They've hyped that thing up so much. I don't want it to be bloodline rules. I want it to be a fair fight between Cody and Roman Reigns for their benefit. But this match, they build it up so much about bloodline rules. Oh, what happened to Matt? But anyways, he must not like that Tamatonga talk. But I just think sometimes it's so predictable and it's sickening. If that makes any sense.
No, I get it.
I would love to see.
Okay.
I'd love to see. It's going to be Cody and Roman.
Okay.
But I think it's going to be. I would love to see Seth turning on Cody to cause that match. I'd love to see something like that. But I will say Cody versus Cody. I'll say Roman Reigns and Brock are they gonna beat him? It's gonna be Bloodline Rules on night 2.
So here's my dilemma. I'm gonna say 3 things is gonna happen. Either the tag match, Seth will turn on Cody, which will make no sense going into his match against Drew McIntyre.
Right, none. You're right.
It's going to be a complete clusterfuck with the Steve Austin, John Cena run-in, and for all intents and purposes, please God, Hulk Hogan on a rascal. I think that's going to happen, and I think it's going to cause night 2 to be Roman Cody one-on-one. I think there's going to be no outside interference. To make sure that we get the match and to prove that Roman can wrestle, to prove that Roman throughout this entire thing was good on his own. It was the family, the elders that always had a plan. Now, again, you can do the complete one-on-one match, Roman Cody, after all the bullshit interference from the tag match. But it seems like to me we're either going to have a clean finish on the tag match and a whole bunch of bullshit the night after, or we're going to have a clean finish on night 2 and we're going to have a whole bunch of bullshit the night before.
I'd rather see the bullshit on the night before on day 1. Honestly.
Would you be okay? Because I know how much you're not a huge Cody Rhodes fan.
Right.
Would you acknowledge the win if it was a one-on-one, no interference?
I think that's the only way it should happen. I will absolutely. I don't hate Cody.
Right, you're just not a fan of his. You don't like the way that
the way he's been booked since he came to WWE. It's not even Cody's fault. That's the problem.
Well, I think they've made it so that Cody's looks strong as he. Like I've said, Cody Rhodes is the Hulk Hogan, John Cena that we've always wanted.
Correct, but what I'm saying, I guess I get misunderstood. I think he's strong. I think he's proven himself. I think WWE took him around a big maze of whatever through his first year here to get him to this point. He is strong as hell. I don't mind saying that. I just think to show both people, Cody Rhodes or Roman Reigns, I think it needs to be no bloodline rules. I think it needs to be a shit ton of interference, and then let's see these two at the end. Let's see these two by themselves at the last match of the night on day 2.
Now, someone on TikTok just put up night 1, Cody snaps, uses a chair or weight belt for the DQ loss, and then sets up bloodline rules for night 2.
I don't know.
And I'm not necessarily upset by that. I can see that happening with all the bullshit been going on between him and Rocky. But I don't think that would work necessarily going into night 2 and being like, I screwed myself.
Now, if something like that happens, say that happens early in the evening, like early on in the match, and like they're celebrating, and again, this is fantasy booking because it probably won't happen. They're celebrating, and they're like, "All right, cool, we're bloodline rules and all this and that," and then Triple H's music hits, and he comes out and he goes, "Nah, bro, that's not how we do things here. We're going to restart this match," and kind of flexes on The Rock and said, "No, I'm the boss here. Get your ass back in the ring. We're doing this."
You know what? Now saying that, I think there's going to be some sort of Triple H fuckery.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know what. I don't know how. I don't know who. Maybe he's the one that leads the charge with the other faces of Hogan, Cena, Austin.
What's going on, Will Gray?
So I don't know. I truly don't know.
But I'm going to go ahead and say that the Bloodline wins night one. Because I think they need to build that mountain even higher for Cody to get over. I think it would tell the story so much. Like it would just add to the already massive mountain that he's had to climb to begin with, and it's just going to continue. And it would make his story grow even more.
Mm-hmm.
The legend of Cody Rhodes would get even bigger.
I don't know. I feel like we're gonna have the fuckery and all the overexposure booking bullshit happen on night one. And what bigger mountain to climb than just Roman himself? You've already conquered the family. Now you got to conquer the man. And the man has proven by himself he could put bitches away.
Except for Cody, because he needed help last year with Cody. Cody had Roman put away.
Again, did he need help or did the elders need help? That's what I'm saying. I don't know if this is necessarily Roman himself saying, Solo, you need to be there. I think it's more like the elders that he keeps on referencing as the Matai of the Samoan family that he listens to.
Could the elders have not on that night, on that one where Solo came in, could the elders have felt that Roman Reigns couldn't do it, so let's send Solo down and do it, therefore making the now Roman Reigns is now, would he be questioning the elders? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now would he want to prove to the elders on night two, look, I can do this by myself. So
two things are going to happen. We either have, or three things are going to happen. We're going to have the overbooking on night one with Cody and Seth winning and having Cody versus Roman, no bloodline, with a clean win. We're going to have, scenario number two, we're going to have the bloodline win clean, no interference, and then have the overbooking bullshit on night two with Cody winning over Roman. Or scenario three, same as the first one, but there's no clean finish and someone outside of the bloodline, because it said no bloodline at ringside. So Jacob or Zolo or someone else that's part of the family that isn't part on TV come in, interfere, keep Roman as champion. This whole double main event scenario is a clusterfuck, and it's hard to for me at least. It's hard to predict. Okay, now see, that's just throwing a goddamn wrench in the plan. The person on TikTok said Naomi.
I mean, I'd almost rather see, and as jacked up as it's going to sound, I would almost rather see Nia Jax.
Okay, now see, that one I'm not too upset by, because at least she looks big enough to take out Cody Rhodes.
But, all right, so
I'm going to go Seth Cody for the prediction.
Now that I think about it, I'm going to go Seth Cody as my prediction.
I'm going to stick with my bloodline. With my bloodline pick. Next up, night two predictions, fellers. We have the first one I'm gonna bring up is Simba and Friends.
Oh, now again, see, that just sounds bad.
Well, the Pride does too. Pride. I think Lion King when I hear the Pride versus the Final Testament. We got Simba and Timon and Pumbaa out there. Seriously, though. Like,
Oh, fuck.
Hacienda Ichibawa.
I don't... It just... The pride. It's the name of the faction that just... It irritates me.
So does Tama
It just
Tonga, but we
does.
don't, bitch.
But I've actually been enjoying the storyline.
Really? After doing all that and making fun of them, you're gonna say you enjoyed the storyline?
I've enjoyed the storyline. It doesn't mean I like what the fuck they're calling them. Like, why not? Why can't they be the Almighty Prophets or something along those lines? Like something better than the Pride.
I don't know. It's growing on me, but then when you reference Lion King, I just lose it.
But seriously, like, it doesn't make any sense. Like,
Shit.
the name of that faction just doesn't make any sense to me.
So, okay. You tell me what the storyline is, because I have been completely blacked out during this entire thing.
No, it's Karrion Kross basically flexing on everybody, and he picked, like he does, one person to focus on, and he focused on Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits, and along comes Akam and Razor and helps them in that direction.
Which,
and they've
by
been
the way, love that they're back.
They've been beating the piss out of the other, like leaving people to waste in the back. Mm-hmm. And Bobby and the Profits are like, nah, fam. You don't like that.
So, okay. If I remember correctly, with Karrion Kross, he put the time clock in front of Roman, said his time as champion was coming to an end. Which is possibly true by the end of this night.
Almost 2 years ago, he said that.
Right. Took on Shinsuke Nakamura, took away his honor, took on Drew McIntyre, took away his ability to not be angry. And then also fought, trying to think who else he touched. Was it AJ? And then changed him?
Yes, it was.
Okay. So he's changed 3 people. He is now taking place of
Ray. He took out Ray too.
Yes. I don't remember what about Ray he changed, but whatever. Something about his family, maybe. He's now taken place the part of Rest in Peace, The Fiend, where whoever fought The Fiend changed. Seth fought The Fiend, changed to a heel. Miz fought The Fiend, changed to a heel. Brian fought The Fiend, changed to a babyface.
So is Lashley going to lose his pride?
Double entendre. Love where you're going with that. I hate you. Yeah, just I don't know what exactly about Lashley. Was it to beat him being almighty?
Because he can't take away his hair.
If you just reference Samson from the Bible, I swear to God.
It's called the New Testament, right? Or the Final Testament?
Final Testament. Yeah. But there hasn't been a whole lot of religion in this. So... But yeah, so my thing is, what is he focusing on Lashley for to take away and change him?
Well, quite honestly, this match, I really wish it would have been, and it's another one of those throw together at the very last, like they put it together at the very last minute.
Well, this is going to be lazy booking because it's a Philly street fight.
Yeah.
So this is going to be the car wreck match of the show.
Of both nights, because they're really the rest of the, well, I guess
ladder match.
Yeah,
that's the other car wreck match. But other than that, this is going to be the car wreck match of Sunday night, where the ladder match is the car wreck match of Saturday night.
So, what do you think about this, Scott? What's your thoughts?
I cannot stand the Street Profits or Bobby Lashley.
Wow, why?
Period.
What is it about you and faces? Fuck.
I'm sorry. Time out. I can't stand Bobby Lashley.
Go on.
I think the Street Profits are amazing individuals as wrestlers alone and as a tag team. I think they should have had the belts put on them a long time ago. Those boys can fly. Those boys can wrestle. I like them. Whatever. My boy Karrion Kross finally is getting a push. Finally doing something that is good. And so I'm torn because I cannot stand these other clowns. I'd rather see Kross with the Street Profits and whatever LeBron James lookalike against the big dudes. So I want Karrion Kross and them to win. Because I can't stand Bobby Lashley.
What the fuck did I just hear?
That's just my opinion. I
get that. That's fine. I respect your opinion. I'm just trying to fucking process. What did I just hear?
I mean, don't get me wrong, the guys with Karrion Kross are good.
Very good.
They're very good. Very good. That's why I believe that they'll beat Lashley and the Street Profits.
I'm going Final Testament as well, but
yeah, I don't see the baby faces winning this one. It's a Philly street fight. It's a car wreck match. I'm gonna go with heels all the way.
I mean,
I would have rather seen Kross versus Lashley 1-on-1.
Right.
I'd rather see that as a Philly street fight 1-on-1.
That's what I'm saying. I think it would be better. Having 6 people, it's like you said, it's going to be car wreck. It's like parts flying everywhere.
Everybody's got to be on WrestleMania because we're on 2 nights.
Don't get me wrong. The process team, is good. I agree. I think Lashley and Kross would have been better as just a singles match.
Yeah.
But I will pick Karrion Kross's team for sure.
Yeah, I think we all picked Kross and the Final Testament.
Testament. Yeah.
Next up on the card, we got AJ Styles. And everybody's saying L.A. Knight.
Mid.
Yeah.
One needs to win, one doesn't need to win.
Go on, let's go. Let's fight this one out.
I think LA Knight needs to win. I think you get him so high, then all of a sudden he's taking a step back, and now I think he needs to launch himself again. I think AJ Styles more of is in his career, he's done so much. He's done a lot, and he's one of those guys. I love AJ Styles. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to sound like I don't like him. I think he's a guy. He's a legend. He's one of these guys in the back of the locker room that people ought to be excited to face because he's gonna do a job putting you over or not, right? I think he's a guy that will put LA Knight over and be fine with that. Mm-hmm. So I don't think he needs to win. I don't think AJ Styles needs to win. I think they need to launch LA Knight, and that's why I would pick LA Knight to win. It'll be a hell of a match with AJ Styles. Don't get me wrong. That boy can perform.
Don't get me wrong. They are building this to perfection with
Absolutely.
the blind sides, the police body cam footage, which I think was a very nice touch.
LA Knight attacked AJ at the press conference yesterday.
Mm-hmm. I can't get over LA Knight.
You've never been an LA Knight fan.
I've never been a fan of his, even when he was fucking in TNA as
Eli Drake.
Eli Drake, thank you.
Because you're a dummy. Yeah.
Dummy, yeah, I did. No.
That's not a spoiler, it's a fact of life. Yeah.
Not only for personal reasons, because AJ Styles is one of my top 5 favorites of all time. LA Knight has a Slim Jim sponsorship. That's as good as he's going to get, and he's a former $1 million champion. Have fun.
And you're entitled to your opinion. And just because your opinion is incorrect, that's fine.
Look at this. Look at them together. And let's put this as a simulated combat sport. AJ Styles would beat the fucking brakes off of LA Knight.
Now that he's hopped up on steroids, sure.
Okay, no, he's not.
Are you serious right now?
He is not hopped on them.
Oh, he is all
medically
sorts of
prescribed
roided up,
something to
sir.
make him- hold on. He has medically prescribed something to make himself look better on camera. Eat it.
It's still a steroid. He didn't do it naturally.
No, I bet you he did it naturally most of the time.
Yeah,
But
naturally injecting himself with fucking
Okay,
steroids.
he's not doing it to make himself stronger like Barry Bonds. He's doing it to make himself look better like Maven.
He's making himself look better by shooting himself in the fucking arm with the. Yeah, no.
It's
He's on
professional
roids.
wrestling.
He
Who
is on
cares?
roids.
Who cares? It's professional wrestling, not an actual sport.
My pick is LA Knight. Yeah.
I'm picking LA Knight as well. Go suck it.
AJ Styles.
And again, I just say it because AJ Styles, in my opinion,
Do I
need
agree
to
that
win.
AJ doesn't need the win? No, he doesn't need the win. Again, this is just personal preference because I think that AJ Styles, in a real fight, would beat the brakes off of LA Knight any day of the week, twice on Sunday.
I don't know.
LA Knight does not appeal to me the way that he appeals to you two, which is fine.
Absolutely.
I just think in a simulated sport, AJ Styles, across the board, drugs or not, beats LA Knight's brakes off every time.
Well, if we're gonna go that route, Bobby Lashley would just absolutely ragdoll fucking.
I don't
Karrion
know.
Kross.
AOP, that's the monkey wrench. If it's a one-on-one match with Karrion Kross, yeah, Bobby Lashley got him all day, every day. But now you add AOP.
Anyway, moving along to the next championship match because you're a jackass. We have Bayley versus Io Sky for the
What the fuck is that? There it
SmackDown
is.
champion. This
Now,
one has been building for a while.
right. I have a question though. Where on the card do you think this is going to be placed? This is a championship match. We have what, 3 championship matches on Sunday?
Yeah. They could lead off with this. They could lead off with this one.
So lead off with this. Put the car wreck match in the Philly Street Fight next.
Then LA Knight after that. Or
would you put LA Knight AJ then the US title?
Yeah.
Because the 6-woman tag.
Or would you have Seth Rollins lead off the night?
That's Oh, so we have 4 championship matches on Sunday.
But Bayley Io.
The
story has been written. It's been told. And these 2 women have been doing a tremendous job with this story. Bayley's been doing a hell of a job. I think she's been winning the Rumble and just the whole spot on SmackDown where Io basically helped Bayley make her choice.
Mm-hmm.
This story has been really good.
So here's my question. With the build being the way it is and not changing a thing other than having the roles reversed between Becky and Bayley. As in, Becky wins the Rumble, Bayley wins Chamber. Is the build still the same across the board both ways?
No, it's not.
You think it'd be different? You think if Becky won the Rumble, it would be different going against Rhea?
Yeah, it would make this story wouldn't have the with Bayley Io, you wouldn't have the intensity as it does.
I think Becky Rhea has more intensity. I think Becky Rhea is the bigger story.
I don't.
That's why I'm like, I would have much rather seen Becky win the Rumble.
I think I agree with Matt. I think this story right here has more personal.
It's more personal.
Because it's like a girl, it's like a lady, Bailey, bringing this group together and popping like hell on SummerSlam, I think it was.
2
coming
years
down.
ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago, SummerSlam.
And this whole thing has been building since then. And I think there's so much animosity or anger that this is going to explode. And I just think Bailey's going to take off, and Io Sky's going to be left there without the belt, and Bailey's going to take it.
I think Bailey. My pick's Bailey. I think Bailey wins.
I'm more excited to see this one than Rhea Ripley. And
see, I'm way more excited to see Becky Rhea than I am this match.
I think this one will mean more because we all know that Becky Lynch is on her way out. She said it.
Right, but I don't know. I don't know. To me, the build for this match, again, my personal preference, I don't think the build of this match is as good as Becky Rhea. Because I don't see Bailey Io having a fight on Hermione's MMA hour. I don't see Bailey Io brawling out doing a 2-segment moment with a commercial break.
I mean,
I don't see
that.
I mean, I think we've already seen that because Bailey attacked Io at that vignette taping. They've been attacking each other backstage and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's Bailey taking on pretty much all of Damage Control. The monster she created, she is now dismantling.
So, okay. Do we see the return of Happy Bailey?
No.
And what if it happens?
Her sarcasm, her Karen Bailey, the interactions she has with Michael Cole and that kind of stuff, that's the entertaining. Like, people love that. They're not going to fix what's not broken.
Don't have to fix what's not broken, but
why would you completely flip her character? There's no reason for that.
You don't have to flip her character. You just have her. How can I put this?
What it is, if you switch her from being pissy to happy, then
can't you just dress her up like Happy Bailey with the same character?
No.
You don't think that's possible?
That doesn't work. That doesn't work right now.
I like what Phil said. Phil said Io's title reign has been very lackluster since she's been Bailey's lackey until she turned on Bailey. Other than that, she didn't really defend the title much either. So Bailey needs to make the title something better. And I agree. I think her character, her presence will make that title better. So.
I don't know. It just me, this doesn't feel as big as what they're making it out to be. Okay. And I honestly, if I think we're going to see Bailey return to the
hugger.
Yeah, I guess you could put it that way. I think she just dresses up like that so that she, like, if she dresses up like she dressed up like in Brooklyn for that huge title match, I think that would mean something.
They would have to overhaul her look completely for her to go back to the hugger gimmick.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Like I've always said, and I agree with Jim Cornette on this, the best baby faces are heels that never change. Well, you can keep the same demeanor, just go back to a moment in time that gives you the most confidence.
Next up, we have Logan, KO, and Randy.
Did we give our predictions for this match? I don't remember anybody saying who wins.
Well,
Bailey.
Bailey.
Yeah, I'm going to say Bailey too. I don't really... I can't really disagree with that.
Randy, KO, Logan for Logan's championship. This one just seems to me as like a jumbled mess.
Go on.
I think Randy Orton. I understand why Randy's in this match because it is Logan screwed him.
Right.
I also know why KO's in this match because he hates Logan.
Well, the ref screwed him technically.
And Logan screwed him too.
Yeah, Logan has screwed him, but I'm saying like at the Royal Rumble, the ref was the one that screwed him on that one.
I would much rather have seen Randy versus Solo Sikoa than Randy in a triple threat match for a championship that is beneath him. And yes, I think the U.S. title is beneath Randy Orton. Randy Orton is only second behind John Cena for most WWE championships ever won. He doesn't need
like
the
as
U.S.
in the
championship.
title of the WWE championship or like in total championships?
He's second behind John Cena in the record for most titles, most WWE championships.
Again, as I said, like just the title of the WWE championship.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I was trying to get across. Really, he's only second behind him? I thought they had the same amount.
I don't know. I just think Randy, the U.S. title's beneath him. I just don't. I would have much rather seen KO Logan Part 3.
And have KO win at the final one?
Yeah. But it doesn't matter because the person who's going to win. I don't want to say my prediction right now, but it's going to be Logan Paul winning.
You really think Logan's walking out with the championship?
Yeah. I think he wins
That's
because
bold.
I think he wins and he takes it all the way to SummerSlam because SummerSlam's in his hometown of Cleveland. And I think you're going to see Logan versus The Miz or Logan versus Johnny Gargano or something along that line. I think you're going to see two Ohio kids tearing the house down in their home state at SummerSlam. But I think I'm going to pick Logan.
Sammy says Randy.
No, but it's a compliment to Randy. He doesn't. This is beneath him. Like he should be going and beating the brakes off of fucking Solo Sikoa, and give him yet another loss than to be dealing with KO and Logan Paul.
I get that.
I would much rather showcase Randy in a one-on-one match with someone than to hide him essentially in a triple threat.
I wouldn't necessarily say we're hiding him in a triple threat.
We're masking him though.
Go on. What were you going to say, Scott?
My pick is going to be. It's not going to be Logan Paul. I think we're going to see. I don't know. Again, it's just an opinion of what I'd like to see. I think you're going to see. Is it KSI or whatever his name is?
Yeah, KSI. You're right.
I think you're going to see KSI. Maybe not intentionally, almost, but intentionally throw those brass knuckles towards Logan Paul. but it's going to end up in either KO's hands or Randy's hands. Going to knock the piss out of Logan Paul because of what Logan Paul left, how Logan Paul left KSI in the ring by himself and just backed up like a little scared little bitch that he is. So, and I think, again, Matt, you're right. I think there's better things for Randy Orton. There's bigger things. I think putting the title on KO wouldn't hurt my feelings. So I think KO is going to capitalize on KSI's interference, and you're going to see KO as a new champion.
Before we go to you, Cody, I also think that Logan will probably have a little bit of help from his boys, Yas boys. I think the Pretty Deadly gets involved too.
Well, no, he was in cahoots with A-Town Down Under.
Yeah, but remember, he came out and helped. Pretty sure, didn't he help?
He did help Pretty Deadly beat KO and Randy last week.
Yeah,
that's true. Damn, I don't know. You both bring up very good points. I think Orton's walking out with the title. Honestly, I think this is the first time that we.
You don't have to say that because Sammy's here.
No, I'm not saying it because of Sammy. I'm actually saying it because if he wins, the U.S. title again, I do believe that would make him one Intercontinental Championship away from being a 2-time Grand Slam champion.
I guess another reason
I think Randy would bring lineage back to the U.S. title.
The only reason I'm saying that he's not, because if Cody leaves WrestleMania with the championship, him and Cody could have a tremendous program.
That's the Backlash match easily.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think that's why I don't want to give Randy that belt, because that means Randy doesn't get his big title opportunity.
Yeah, screw it. Let's give it to Randy, give him the Backlash match as well, and then make it title for title, and Cody walks out with both belts. Make him super strong.
Like I said, I'm picking Logan.
Okay, so you picked Logan. Scott, you picked.
I mean, for lack of better, KO. I picked KO. I want Randy to win.
So
I want Randy to win it all.
This will be the first and only prediction where all three of us have a different answer. I'm picking Randy. I think Randy will actually be the winner. So I can't wait to see who's actually right on this one.
So next up we have Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre. This build has been so much fun. More so, but it's also got CM Punk at ringside doing commentary for it. That is going to be one of my favorite matches of the night, because I love CM Punk when he's talking. Like, he will dog on both of these dudes.
Oh, it's going to be a great fucking match just for commentary alone.
Drew, what he's been doing in social media and the vignettes he's been cutting, tremendous work. Seth Rollins, I think he's a little bit too occupied with the bloodline.
Do you think the tag match interferes with this match?
No. He's not focused. Like, when he talks, he doesn't give a shit. He hasn't been addressing Drew the whole time.
Because he's already beat him.
But what I'm saying, he hasn't addressed his WrestleMania opponent that he's taken. He hasn't addressed it. His eyes are not on the prize at this point. And I think that's what's going to cost him the championship. Because I'm going to pick Seth Rollins to lose. I think Drew McIntyre beats the brakes off of him.
Oh, yeah. I think we're all in agreement that I think we all can agree that Drew McIntyre is going to win this.
Absolutely.
Because, like you said, he's been obviously preoccupied with the tag match. But I'm saying, like, does the tag match the night before help this match in storyline.
Yeah, I think it does.
Okay.
I think also, and you know what, this might be the Tom fuckery that we're talking about for night one, because a few weeks back, if you remember right, Drew McIntyre was spotted backstage talking to Paul Heyman himself.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I personally think that was for what happened at that night, but that's just my take on it.
Phil, I might see it happening because I've been kind of saying this. Damian Priest, if Damian Priest catches in to screw over Drew, or to capitalize on it, and kind of screws over Drew, it will elevate that rivalry to a nice little plateau. Because if that happens, remember, they weren't necessarily seeing eye to eye before Survivor Series War Games. But since that match was over, Drew got out and left. So if to see Damian versus Drew at Backlash, why not? You know what I mean? Like, I think that would work out perfect.
I think that's a great idea, Matt. But
and I know you don't like Damian Priest. I don't think he's a main eventer either. I think he would be a better IC champion or a US champion.
Does he win it? Does he cash in successfully?
I think so.
You do?
So I'm going to say Drew wins, but gets screwed over by Damian.
I say Drew wins. That's an obvious win, but I think I do think that this would be the one that you see Damian Priest at. But I don't know. I hope it's a failed cash in due to Finn Balor. But
why?
Because I think you're gonna see Finn Balor and the Judgment Day explode at the end of the night too, and or implode or whatever that word is. But I
implode.
think
You're right.
Drew McIntyre wins a failed attempt by Damian Priest to cash in, and because Drew they need to push him to the moon. That guy's been working his ass off to do whatever he has to do to WWE. He's a brain. He's brilliant.
Mm-hmm. See, here's the thing. I don't think Damian is going to be a part of this match. I think he's going to be a part of the main event. I truly do. Because why would you announce that we're going to be in Glasgow, Scotland, June, whatever, 14th, I think it is. Could be wrong. And not have him come in as world champion? I think that would be a dumb promotion move. June 5th. Okay, I was a day off, so that's not bad for me. But I don't see Damian being a part of this match. I see Damian being a part of the main event.
So what I hear you saying is you think Damian Priest will be part of the Cody Rhodes Roman Reigns match?
I don't think he's going to be involved in that match at all. I think he's going to be the ending segment.
He's going to cash in on that.
I truly do believe that he's going to cash in.
Then damn it. And I'm going to that'll piss me off, because why give it to Cody Rhodes for 1 second? That's dumb as fuck.
This is what we talked about last week, Scott. Cody Rhodes is a better chaser than he is a keeper.
I get that. And I agreed with you last week. And I still agree with you. He's a better chaser. But my God.
Because of the story that you can have with that. Dusty never won the match, but held the title. Cody won the match.
And Cody, I get what you're saying.
Or he held the title, but never won the match. Cody won the match, never held the title.
I agree there.
At this point, I would much rather see fucking Tama Tonga come out and do a fucking Samoan dance in the middle of a goddamn ring than them to put anything close to Damian Priest with that Universal Championship.
That pissed me off.
Okay. At the end of the night, Who are our top heels?
Roman Reigns.
Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah.
How do you make an epic heel other than beating the biggest baby face and screwing the
No.
biggest baby face?
Mm-mm.
Just you two getting pissed off about it proves my point.
Well, what? No, what? My question
Thing
is,
okay. Go ahead.
Scott first. I love it how you're both mad. Scott first.
okay, you want me to get on this Cody Road train and follow, jump the bus on Cody Road train? Woo, woo, woo. Babyface, whatever. So no, you cannot give him the belt. If he's going to finish his story, he's going to finish it and start the new one, and it's not going to be to lose the title to Damian Priest 2 seconds after.
We finish A New Hope, and then we move into
Garbage.
Okay.
Skywalker Strikes Back, I think is what the way that goes. Not garbage. But what I'm saying is, yes, Cody finished his story, the Sorcerer's Stone, for a better reference. Now we move into the Chamber of Secrets, the second book.
Ugh.
I'm just saying, you finish one story to create another.
I'd rather see Seth Rollins turn on Cody Rhodes at the end and join and remake the Shield.
Matt, what do you think?
I am going to point this out.
Go ahead.
I'm going to show you. I'm going to enlighten you because I don't think you, because I remember talking to you specifically about this.
Okay.
Damian Priest was on a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
He said he's not doing anything with the Money in the Bank because Seth Rollins is not medically cleared to go.
Well, yeah, he was told by WWE personnel that he is not allowed to cash in on Rollins since he's not medically cleared.
So to me, that's not necessarily a spoiler, but it's an Easter egg that he is full. He is fully committed to that championship. I just think that he is fully committed to that championship. I think that's who he is focused on because it's just.
Well, I think it was more of a question of Seth Rollins is hurt, prime target, why not take him on? And then he had to give a bullshit reason, which in all actuality could be a legitimate reason why the WWE's like, yeah, you can't touch him.
But storyline wise, him going after Cody makes 0 sense. 0.
I don't. It's a championship opportunity. What better way to solidify the Judgment Day than having them holding the Women's World Title, the WWE Championship?
Why
and
not
having
the women's
all five of them on
heavyweight?
the
Why not the 2 identical championships? Why not? Because the world heavyweight and the one that Rhea
has is the same belt. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
what you're
why
saying.
not do it that way?
Because the WWE Championship means more?
To who?
No. To who?
To who? You? Just because it means more to you doesn't mean that
The WWE Championship has a more lineage than this one fucking holder. This version of the World Heavyweight title has Seth Rollins. That's it.
If Damian Priest cashes
this version of the WWE Championship only has one holder, and that's Roman Reigns. So
no, the lineage is still there, though.
I don't give a fuck about your lineage.
If Damian Priest cashes in, I'd rather see it cash in on this match than the final match.
I'd rather see the storyline continue with Cody. That's just the way I look at it. If you could see it as Dusty holding the title, never winning, and Cody winning, never holding, I think that story can take it farther into SummerSlam, or hell, even
no. If you don't have Cody as your champion at the end of the night,
you think there's going to be a riot?
you kill Cody's character.
I don't
you
think
just
so.
Yeah, you do. I've been saying this since. It doesn't matter if he loses to Roman. It doesn't matter if he gets fucked over by Damian Priest, which I swear to Jesus, I will drive to New York and kill you personally.
Yay, we get to meet each other.
To quote Hemingway, you will know what that other fucking gun tastes like.
Dude. I'm glad I didn't say that. That's a...
Wow. Someone's all fighty. We should be friendly.
Not friendly.
Okay.
No, seriously.
Why?
It makes you will kill Cody. You'll kill his character completely.
Well, he's going to die then because Cody's going to lose.
Jeff Hardy. Perfect example. Won the World Heavyweight Championship.
So Cody's going to go ahead and kill people. He's going to be a drunk, and he's going to go and almost kill people on the freeway.
Jeff Hardy's the ultimate babyface for whatever fucking reason. He won the World Heavyweight Championship from Edge at 2009 Extreme Rules for the World Heavyweight Championship. CM Punk cashed in on him, and he only held the title for 4 fucking minutes. And people still loved Jeff Hardy.
Because he does all those flippies.
I think that at this point, Cody can do no wrong. Cody could literally light a puppy on fire in the middle of the ring, and people are going to cheer.
No. Anyway,
we have one more match?
I got Drew McIntyre winning.
I think McIntyre's winning too.
Cody Roman. We've been talking about this for the whole 2 hours.
Practically. See what we mean by building around the match?
I'm wearing my shirt. I'm just going to let, it is what it is at this point. I really don't, I'm not going to sit here and cry if Cody loses. Thanks, Reese. Appreciate you too, buddy.
Rudy
says,
Boo Candy.
Cody. Yeah, that's Reese. It says, boo, Cody. I'm going to go ahead. It doesn't matter who wins. It doesn't to me. Am I going to pop if Cody beats Roman and finally breaks through the glass ceiling? Yes. Am I going to be disappointed if Roman beats him? Not really, but because I understand, like, why they would do that. At the end of the day, it's pro wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And it tells stories to have us have these fun discussions.
Define fun for you, because I feel like you'd be great in a fucking psych room.
You see heated. I'm enjoying this.
Clearly, because I bring up Tama you fucking go insane. I bring up Damian Priest cashing in on Cody, you go insane.
It's passion is what it is.
Passion heated like 1,000 suns.
I am picking Cody to finish his story.
I mean, yeah.
I just want it, and I'm going to leave it at this because we're approaching the last part of the program.
Mm-hmm.
For both people, it needs to be a clean win. It needs to be one-on-one, no interference, no tomfuckery, or the person who wins due to the tomfuckery doesn't look as strong as they should. For all intents and purposes, Cody needs this win more than Roman.
Okay.
The last time we saw this, it was Cena versus Rock, correct?
Like as in a match going back to back WrestleManias.
Yes.
Yeah, Cena Rock.
Who won that match?
The last time was Cena for the title.
I'm just saying. Yeah, the internet's going banana sandwich over. Cody Rhodes is rerunning John Cena's storyline from 17. Well, if he is, 17 was the last time Cena was Cena Rock, right? Cody wins, finishes the story. Roman rides off into the sunset as the greatest Universal Championship holder of all time.
Everybody knows my answer.
Everyone wins.
Everybody knows my answer. I've said it over the last month or two. I shared on all kinds of podcasts why. I don't need to do it again. I'm going Roman Reigns, going up the ones. I need it to last. I need to go on. He's going to break Hulk Hogan's record. That's what they're going to shoot for. That's what WWE does. And just to throw this in there, I know this has caused chaos, but I don't want it to be. But I think we're going to hear this guy.
I'm better than you, and you know it.
Insert himself. And I just think Roman Reigns wins. Cody can't finish the story. I mean, unfortunately, that there's going to be some dissension, I think. But I think Cody's going to get turned on, not Roman Reigns.
The reason I sighed, Matt, was because where's your ranting for MJF coming in? Really? We're not going to do that now? I mean, granted, I'm literally wearing Better Than You Bebe merch right now, and I'm like a little, why? You know? But I can understand where Scott's coming from.
The move for MJF will not happen until after the Netflix experiment is began, because they won't throw MJF into a programming setup where he has to keep his mouth shut.
They're not making Rock keep his mouth shut. They ain't going to make MJF keep his mouth shut.
There's a big difference.
There's a
big
huge double standard there, and I think that MJF is a lot less star power than Punk, Rhodes, Rocky, Reigns, just to name a few.
Yeah.
So who are you picking, Cody? Since you're kind of the tiebreaker here.
It depends on the match. If it's bloodline rules, it could go either way. If it's one-on-one, no bloodline at all, I could still see it go either way just because they could do some tomfoolery bullshit behind that. You're right, Matt. Cody needs the win. Scott's also right, though, because if Roman holds the title and beats Hogan's record, he's top 3. Here's the problem, and I know you didn't want to bring this up, Matt. Roman's not looking good. Last few months on TV, and Matt brought this up to me yesterday, even me and him watched the Jimmy Fallon interview together. Roman isn't talking the right way, isn't talking the same way, isn't looking good. He's on his second battle. Granted, he's in remission. He's still been in remission for over 5-6 years. But he's dealing with a second battle of leukemia. And I think that plays into it.
Sadly.
As much as I want to see him beat Bruno's record, because we've already gotten this far. I don't see Roman. I see Roman in the Hall of Fame next year. And that's it. I see Roman dropping the title to Cody one way or another, bloodline rules or a one-on-one. I don't see the bloodline continuing with Roman. I think this WrestleMania is his last WrestleMania. He's been in 11 WrestleManias. 11.
And I get that, and I see that. And if it's health wise, then sure.
Name another superstar that's been in 11, almost 11 straight WrestleManias.
You're right. You're right. Absolutely. I just don't.
This is
I
going to
don't-
be his 5th main event in a row.
I just don't see him. If it's health reasons, Cody, yeah, sure, he needs to get out.
I mean, I don't know if it's health reasons. He just doesn't look good. It's just everything piling up at this point. He debuted at WrestleMania 28. He's been at 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 36, 37, or 35, 37, 38, 39, 40. 11 WrestleManias. And out of 11, 5 of them were main events. And this time he's pulling double duty at the 11th WrestleMania.
There's rumors. There's rumors that they're planning a hour-long match for the main event of night 2.
Oh my God, no.
So
Why? The Swan Song?
That's what
Would
rumors.
call it at that point? No, when you say an hour-long main event, are you including entrances?
probably.
Are you saying bell to bell?
At that point, I mean, you're still talking 45 minutes of at least 45 to 50 minute long match at that point still. But
Oh my God, I don't think I could do it. I hate to say that. I don't think I could do it. This match should be 10 minutes long, tops.
But I went Cody. Scott went Roman.
I'm gonna go Cody. I think at the end of the night, it's gonna be a completely different outcome.
Right.
I don't think the person that wins this match is leaving with the title. Plain and simple. I don't think they're leaving with this title.
So
It'll be interesting.
I think I don't know. It's just been 9 years since we've had a cash in at Mania.
I can say I can say this for me. I'm going to go into night 1 and night 2 both. Forgetting about every conversation anybody had.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit there watching on my computer, watching my TV. I'm going to watch it as a fan, and that way I don't have to over exaggerate my pop. I'm going to watch it as a fan. Did I just say that? Yeah, content creators out there on TikTok, if you're watching Cody's live, I'm not going to sit there and over pop and put myself on video. I want to watch it as a fan.
Pew pew.
No. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and say this. These are the final thoughts of the program. I want to first of all thank everybody, Reese, Phil, Sammy, whoever else was out there that came in and was listening. Will Gray was in here for a minute. Thank you all for stopping by. Everyone over on TikTok. Sorry I threatened my dear friend Cody to drive in and unalive him in New York. I got a little bit excited.
A little. Just a little bit.
A little bit, like I'm a little fat.
I want because I don't typically show that side of me on TikTok. I don't get upset.
I just knew how to bring it out.
But at the end, it's wrestling, right? It's pro wrestling. It's something we all love.
Yeah.
And instead of okay, and I'm going to kind of echo, but I'm going to use a different way of explaining it, in my opinion. Instead of nitpicking or over analyzing or just dissecting it piece by piece for the next 48 hours.
72.
Well, for the next 72 hours, get your snacks,
Mhm.
get your favorite drink,
Oh yeah.
pop the popcorn, do what you got to do, and remember, it's an art.
Mhm.
We're allowed to have differing opinions. Enjoy it for the next 72 hours.
Yeah.
Because it's what it's there for. It's not there to create animosity between two people. It's not there to create hurt. It's there to create memories. And just enjoy it for the next, like I said, next 72 hours. Enjoy it. It's WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It happens once a year.
Yeah. This is a holiday for us. This is
enjoy
Christmas.
Yep.
I mean, Andrew's taking Monday off from school because he's
So am
staying
I.
up to. I took Monday off from work. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch for the next 72 hours. And speaking of shows to watch, Monday, shameless plug, we're going to be back here on this channel discussing the fallout of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And what we think is going to be expected going into Raw that night. So there's my shameful plug. That's taking the place of the Tuesday show next week, and we'll be back here on Friday talking sports and the fallout of the Final Four in college basketball and what else is going on.
Isn't the finals also before Friday?
Oh yes, Saturday and Sunday. No, yeah, Saturday and Sunday are the two final. Saturday has two games being played that day, and they're both kind of running side by side with WrestleMania,
which is going to be interesting.
And then the Monday night we'll have the finals. But again, thank everyone that's out there watching this later on. I just apologize for blowing out people's eardrums for me yelling.
Don't apologize for that. That's comedy. I just have one thing to say. The three of us are all friends. We all have differing opinions. You've seen that today. Today is also, this is not wrestling related, but today is Akira Toriyama's birthday. He just passed March 1st. He was the creator of Dragon Ball and has a huge flow of support from the entire fan base. For me, that was my gateway to anime. There today were a bunch of people at 9:00 doing what is called the Genki Dama or the Spirit Bomb, which is everybody puts their hands up and gives energy to the one guy, Goku, to get the Spirit Ball. Everybody in that fandom has differing opinions. Everybody in that fandom has arguments, fights, battles, whatever. We all got together, showed our support for the creator, and did it as a sign of respect and had a tremendous outpour of support. Just because we fight doesn't mean that we don't respect or support one another. I love you both as brothers. I'm going to say that right now.
Absolutely. Agree.
And I think that we will continue on this trend and just support one another going forward.
Absolutely. And I say thank you to my brother Matt. I love you, I love you, man. I
love you.
You know, we argue, we have difference of opinion, but at the end of the day, we come back and hug each other, and it's just good.
And there's two things. There's two things we have to remember. Two things. I'm going to leave you guys with this. There's two things we got to remember as fans of pro wrestling. Number one, the greatest WCW champion will forever be
David Arquette.
David Arquette.
Hold up.
And number two.
Hold up. What? What do you got? You got a micro brawler?
I got a cool fucking micro brawler. David Arquette.
Hell yeah!
Pro wrestler crate. Come on, bro. I got
Nice.
it.
And number 2,
Woo!
above everything else, you always have to believe in Joe Hendry.
In Joe Hendry.
I'm out. Bye. Actually, I love you guys. I'm going to get going. Thank you for everybody watching. Next week for me is WXW, which is Alpha's promotion. I have 3 or 4 interviews that week. Their last event is that Saturday the 13th. I will be streaming that live as well. So next week's gonna be busy with. I've got guys like Chico Adams who will be going again, and then I got So it just stay tuned. But I am out, guys, as soon as you are.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.
See you guys next.
I'll never back down.